What's going on, guys? My name is Ted, bringing y'all a 137 kill gameplay today on Dome Demolition. Hope you guys forgive the Type 95. I generally don't use this gun. I know it's slightly overpowered, but during this gameplay, I guess I was leveling it up or something, and I ended up using it, so please forgive me on that. And I really don't want to talk about the gameplay too much. Recently, a lot of Black Ops 2 news has been coming out, and a lot of it's actually confirmed, which is a blast. I actually like true information. We're finally getting to that stage in time where multiplayer information is being revealed, as well as just the whole game details, which is really, really cool. Before, back in May, everyone was speculating about, every little thing. And as I said back in May, it's all bullshit. You can't really go by this speculatory stuff because everyone's going to come up with a supposed leaked source, and none of it's really true. And if you go back and look at this stuff from May, maybe a handful of it's true, but some of that stuff is probably just guesswork anyway. So that's that. Now that we've actually got some solid information, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about my thoughts and opinions on it. As far as Black Ops 2 goes, I'm definitely excited for it. Obviously, a new Call of Duty is something I always look forward to, me being a big Call of Duty fanatic. But the other thing is that Black Ops 2 is renovating a lot of stuff. The main thing, and obviously the most important, is the 10-point system, which if you haven't already heard is the class system now. You get like points for perks, points for kill streaks, points for your attachments and guns, things like that. And I'm sorry, no points for kill streaks, just points for your guns, your perks, things like that. And you have wild cards as well, and I think that's a great addition. But the main thing I like here is the perk system. I really like the tier, how they've set up the perk system. I've looked into this quite a bit, and although it can be abused, like always, everything in Call of Duty can always be abused in some way, shape, or form. The stealth perks have been broken up quite a bit, and you've got the 2 stealth perks in the first tier perk. One that makes you invincible to the UAVs while you're moving, which I'll get to a little bit later on, and the other one that makes it so that you're invisible to all the kill streaks, the user-controlled kill streaks, which is really cool. I really like that. I like how they split it up into 2 perks, but I don't like how they made this wild card so that you can get 2 tier 1 perks and things like that. I'm not really a fan of that. I wish it'd be more like you can only have 1 perk per slot, and then maybe some extra gun attachments, things like that. I really don't like how you can have your extra tier 1 perks because that kind of defeats the purpose of splitting up the stealth perks. If everyone can just throw a wild card in there, get 2 tier 1 perks, and then have both the stealth perks. I really don't like that. Let me know your thoughts on that down below, because I know that it's going to use an extra wild card, but it also gives you that total invincibility to all the kill streaks and air support, and that's the problem we've seen in every other Call of Duty. So that's my opinions on that. I kind of called that one. I kind of figured they wouldn't fix the stealth perks, but we'll have to see how it's actually initiated inside the game. As far as the kill streaks goes, I'm glad that they're bringing in a whole point system. I think that's really cool. The point streaks in here were a little bit different than the way the kill streaks are going to be in Black Ops 2. And as far as the rewards themselves, I'm really excited about them. I really like powerful air support. I love the dogs. I'm so glad those are coming back. And just in general, I'm really glad the Blackbird's coming back, or the Blackbird equivalent. I can't remember the exact name of it in Black Ops 2, but it's a Blackbird equivalent, and I'm really glad to see that returning. I love the Blackbird. If you go back to my Black Ops commentaries back a year and a half, 2 years ago, you'll see me go on and on about how much I love dogs and how much I love the Blackbird. And both those are coming back, so I'm super, super excited for that. As far as the weapons and all go, I don't really care. A lot of people go on about, oh, they're bringing back my favorite gun. Here's the thing. Each game has a different code, so the UMP and MW2 and the UMP and MW3, totally different guns. Maybe you loved it in MW2, well, suddenly in MW3 they've kind of tamed it down a little bit. You actually have to see how the gun works inside the game. I think the FAMAS is coming back. I doubt it will be anything like the MW2 FAMAS, because the MW2 FAMAS was very, very powerful. And once again, in Black Ops, you had a fully automatic FAMAS as opposed to the MW2 FAMAS was 3-round burst. So if you see a gun that you like, you might not like it after the game comes out. Let's put it that way. It really depends how the game's been coded. And it's really cool, actually. I'm in a class called Algorithmic Design in college, and I'm learning how these coding goes inside of games, inside of any software and programs. And it's really cool to see how this coding stuff actually works, because I know that a couple years ago, if you go back, I know some of my long-term subs won't have to go back. You'll probably see the original commentary when it came out a couple years ago. But I talked a lot about how the game was coded, and how I was kind of against that, the way that they just program in random numbers for guns. And I kind of wish it was more random. I wish that it wasn't, the UMP always does X number of damage. I wish it was a lot more like situational. I don't know how to explain that. But it's something you can code. And now that I actually know how to code and know how things like that, I realize that the game can't physically do that. That's why the noob tubes and the knife were always pretty much a one-hit kill in MW2, and the knife is still a one-hit kill. Let's talk about that as well. In the trailers that I saw for the knife in Black Ops, I saw that it had to be taken out, which I did like. You can't panic knife anymore. At least I'm really hoping you can't. This is still not the final game, so you still got to remember that you got like 2 or 3 months till the game gets released. they're going to change some stuff. So it's not going to be the exact same way. Like say you saw a feature inside of the multiplayer reveal. Well, it's not going to be the same way when the game actually gets released. A lot of the guns are going to sound different. A lot of the mechanics are going to be different. And as far as I could tell, the knife is still a one-hit kill, which that frustrates me. I really wish that they'd make it so the knife was a two-hit kill or a one-hit backstab. I think the knife should only be used for humiliations or backstabs, which is what I like to call it. So if you see someone and you stab them in the back and they're just like camping on a corner, you can go up and stab them in the back, and that should be a one-hit kill. But I really don't like how you can just see someone in the same room with you and then just stab their stomach and instantly they're dead. It's not realistic. Obviously, nothing in Call of Duty really is. But the main thing is it's just it's unfair balance, unfair game mechanic, and it's very, very easily counter-done, by the coding, making a two-hit knife to the front. That's just my personal thoughts on that. This is the first round of 137 kill gameplay. I'm going to do more, and I'm going to split up into different parts. I hope you guys enjoyed this first part. Next part's going to be more Black Ops 2 information, as well as some college stuff. So look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys in part 2. Later.